Hello students, in this video we will discuss the second part of Unit 6 Weathering the Storm in Ersama from your book Moments. In first part we read up to the point that Prashant was caught in a storm in Ersama and with great difficulty he managed to reach his village, and there he saw only remnants of the roof. Some of their belongings were caught mangled and twisted in the branches of trees just visible above the dark waters. So Prashant decided to go to the Red Cross shelter to search for his family. So let us start. Among the first people he saw in the crowd was his maternal grandmother. Weak with hunger, she rushed to him, her hands outstretched, her eyes brimming. It was a miracle. They had long given him up for dead. So in the crowd, first of all, Prashant saw his maternal grandmother. Maternal grandmother means his mother's mother, means his nani. Okay. Although she was weak with hunger, she rushed to him, her hands outstretched, her eyes brimming. Brimming means her eyes were full of tears. Why her eyes were full of tears? Because it was just a miracle for her. Because they thought that as Prashant was thinking about his family, that all must be died in this storm, in the same way his parents and grandparents were also thinking that Prashant must be died. That's why it was just like a miracle for them. So his grandmother, maternal grandmother, was very happy to see him alive. They had long given him up for dead because they thought that Prashant has died in this storm. Quickly word spread and his extended family gathered around him and hugged him tight in relief. Prashant anxiously scanned the motley, battered group, his brother and sister, his uncles and aunts. They all seemed to be there. Motley means desperate, varied in appearance or character. Battered means injured. Now when Prashant's family member came to know that Prashant is there, so all gathered there and they hugged him tightly. They were so happy to see him. They were so relieved, relaxed to see him there. And Prashant could see that all the family members were very sad. They were very disappointed because of the storm. He saw they were injured also, and his brother and sister, uncles, aunts, they all seemed to be there. Now Prashant was feeling very relaxed that at least his family members were injured. They were disappointed, no doubt, but at least they were alive. That's why he was very happy to see them. By the next morning, as he took in the desperate situation in the shelter, he decided to get a grip over himself. He sensed a deathly grief settling upon the 2,500 strong crowd in the shelter. 86 lives were lost in the village. By the next morning, Prashant took in. Took in means to assess or to guess. He guessed the desperate, very sad situation in the shelter. He found that everybody was very sad there. There was disappointment in the area, and he decided to get a grip over himself. Get a grip over himself means to be ready for something. He decided to be ready for something means to help them. He sensed a deathly grief settling upon. Deathly grief means extreme sadness settling upon the 2,500 strong crowd. There were 2,500 crowd in the village, and he saw extreme sadness on their faces. 86 lives were lost in the village because 86 people were already died in that storm. All the 96 houses had been washed away with the force of water. Means total 96 houses were there in the village, and they were damaged by the force of the water. It was their fourth day at the shelter. Now all the 2500 people were living in the Red Cross shelter, and it was their fourth day there in that shelter. So far they had survived on green coconuts, and they were eating green coconuts to survive, but there were too few to go around such a tumult of people. Now green coconuts also were about to finish. Tumult means uproar of a disorderly crowd force. Now there was disordered crowd in the shelter, and the coconuts were also not enough for them to eat. Prashant, all of 19 years, decided to step in as leader of his village if no one else did. Now Prashant, who was only 19 years old, he decided to be the leader of his village as no one else was ready to become the leader. He organized a group of youths and elders to jointly pressurize the merchant once again to part with his rice. He, with the group of youth and all the elder people, they jointly pressurized the merchant to give the rice to the village people. Now, as they had nothing to eat to survive, so they decided to pressurize the merchant, who was the rice merchant, to pressurize him to give rice for the village people. This time the delegation succeeded. Delegation means a group of people chosen to speak or take decision for large group of people. Succeeded and returned triumphantly, wading through the receding waters with food for the entire shelter. Triumphantly means victoriously. Now the delegation was succeeded to convince the rice merchant, and they came back with food for the entire shelter. No one cared that the rice was already rotting. Rotting means decaying. As all people in the shelter were so hungry that they did not care the rice they have brought, the delegation have brought, those rice were already decaying or they were rotting. Branches from fallen trees were gathered to light a reluctant and slow fire on which to cook the rice. Reluctant and slow fire means hesitant or not willing. Now, as there was flood in the village, all the trees and branches of it were very wet, and wet tree, it is very difficult to catch fire. So there was a great difficulty in cooking the rice as all the trees and its branches were wet. For the first time in 4 days, the survivors at the cyclone shelter were able to fill their bellies. His next task was to organize a team of youth volunteers to clean the shelter of filth, urine, vomit, and floating carcasses, and to tend to the wounds and fractures of many who had been injured. Now, in the last 4 days, it was first time that they filled their stomach by eating rice, and their next task was to organize a team. Now, Prashant was there. He organized a youth volunteers team to clean the shelter. Now it was very important to take care of the cleanliness of the shelter, as there was filth, urine, vomit, and floating carcasses also, means dead bodies of the animals were there floating in the water. So it was very important to clean that area, and for that Prashant organized a group of youth people to do this task and to tend to the wounds and fractures of many who had been injured, and they also had to help those people, those who were injured in that storm, or they got fractured, or if they had any other problem, they had to take care or help those people also. On the 5th day, a military helicopter flew over the shelter and dropped some food parcels. It then did not return. Now on the 5th day after that storm, a helicopter flew over the shelter and the helicopter dropped some food parcels. Okay, but after dropping the food parcel once, the helicopter did not return. Youth Task Force gathered empty utensils from the shelter. They then deputed the children to lie in the sand left by the waters around the shelter with these utensils on their stomachs to communicate to the passing helicopters that they were hungry. Now, what did the youth volunteers do? They collected all the empty utensils from the shelter, okay, and after that they asked the children to lie on the sand and they put the utensils on their stomach. Why did they do so? They wanted to convey a message to the passing helicopters that they were very hungry. They wanted to show them that you can see in the image. In this way, they made the children lie in the sand to show them their hunger. The message got through, and after that the helicopter made regular rounds of the shelter, airdropping food and other basic needs. Now this plan worked, and after that the helicopter started taking the regular rounds of the shelter and it dropped the food every time, and other basic things also it started dropping in the shelter. Prashant found that a large number of children had been orphaned. He brought them together and put up a polythene sheet shelter for them. Women were mobilized to look after them while the men secured food and materials for the shelter. Now Prashant found that many children in the shelter were orphaned, means the children who lose either one or both of their parents to death. And he brought them together, so he brought all those children together and he gave them shelter in a polythene sheet. Okay, he gave them polythene sheet shelter. He arranged the shelter for all the orphaned children, and women were mobilized to look after them, and all the women in the shelter, they were supposed to look after those children, and while the men and other men in the shelter, all men in the shelter, they were assigned the duty to arrange food and other material for them. As the weeks passed, Prashant was quick to recognize that the women and children were sinking deeper and deeper in their grief. Now, as the weeks were passing, Prashant recognized that the women and the children, they were sinking deeper and deeper in their grief. Grief means sadness. That all the women and children, they were thinking very deeply and they were very sad. He persuaded the women to start working in the Food for Work program started by an NGO. Persuaded means he convinced the women. He asked the women to start working in the Food for Work program. It was started by the NGO. NGO means non-government organization. The organization which works for no profit, no loss. And for children, he organized sports events. And for the entertainment of children, he decided to start the sports events. And he himself loved to play cricket. He was a cricket lover. So he organized cricket matches for children. Now all the people who were survived after that storm, they were needed mental support also. It was very difficult for them to survive after that destruction. After watching that destruction, it was very difficult for them. So he wanted to keep them busy, and in this way they will get mental support also. So he decided to do all these things for the people. Prashant engaged with other volunteers in helping the widows and children to pick up the broken pieces of their lives. Now Prashant was busy with other volunteers in helping the widows and children to pick up the broken pieces of their lives. It means to restart their lives. He wanted all the people in the shelter to restart their lives, so he started working in that direction. The initial government plan was to set up institution for orphans and widows. Now the government wanted to open an institute for orphans and widows separately. However, this step was successfully resisted. It was resisted by the Prashant and his group, as it was felt that in such institutions children would grow up without love, as the government planned for children to live alone and the women to live alone, means separate. So it was very difficult for children to survive in this way without any love and care, and widows would suffer from stigma. Stigma means disgrace and loneliness, and for women also it was very difficult to survive alone. So Prashant wanted all the children and women to live together at one place. Prashant's group believed orphans should be resettled in their own community itself, possibly in new foster families. Foster families means a family that provides custody or guardianship for children whose parents are dead or unable to look after them. There were many children in the shelter whose parents were dead, and there were many women in the shelter whose children and husbands were dead. They were alone. Okay, made up of childless widows and children without adult care. Now Prashant and his group, they decided to make families of these children and widow mothers, so that they could get support of each other. Children will get love and care, and women will not feel loneliness after adopting the children. In this way, he wanted them to make new families and live happily. It is 6 months after the devastation of the super cyclone. This time Prashant's wounded spirit has healed simply because he had no time to bother about his own pain. His handsome youthful face is what the widows and orphaned children of his village seek out most in their darkest hour of grief. You must have heard that time is a great healer. Now 6 months were passed after that super cyclone. Now let us see that what is the scene after 6 months in Prashant's village. This time Prashant's wounded spirit has healed simply because he had no time to bother about his own pain. No doubt Prashant faced a load in that devastation, in that storm. His family also was tortured at that time, but after 6 months his spirit has healed. The main reason was that he had no time to think about it, to think about his pain. His handsome, youthful face is what the widows and orphaned children of his village seek out most in their darkest hour of grief. Now the people of his village, they felt very happy to see Prashant's handsome and youthful face in that time of sadness. The villagers used to see Prashant's face if they feel very sad, and after that they become happy. They get strength to see Prashant, that if Prashant can tolerate and cooperate with them in that difficult time, so why can't they? So Prashant's personality became matchless for them, and he gave them new hope and strength to survive. So that's all about this chapter. Hope you understood.